What is going on, guys? DBG here. In this video we are going to be doing the top 7 or well top 8 rookies that I cannot wait to use in NBA 2K19 MyTEAM. These are not going to be the highest rated rookies, just rookies that I think their games will translate into the game, and yeah, they're cards I think will be really fun to use. So first up, we have an honorable mention. I don't know why he has mad hair like this. Isaac Bonga does not have hair like this, but Isaac Bonga is basically a 6'9", 6'10" point forward who he's probably going to be a G League player. The Lakers did trade a few picks from him and we're looking at him quite heavily in the draft, and they did end up getting him in the end. Could be a really nice NBA player, and I think because he's 6'9", 6'10", I don't know what height he'll be in game, he's going to have a good handle, he's going to be a decent enough shooter, he's going to be big, relatively fast, and I think for that reason he's going to be a really fun card in game. I don't think he's going to be the highest rating. If he is even in the game, if they put him in the roster, he will 100% be a bronze. But he's going to be a really fun bronze to use, and I think at the start of the year he definitely could be really effective. And who knows, if he has 1 or 2 good games and he gets a couple of moments cards, he could be like an absolute beast. A 6'9" speed boosting point guard who could probably play 1 through 4. He's a player that just has the body build to dominate in my team. So now we're on to the actual list. At number 7, we've got Marvin Bagley III. So Marvin Bagley is going to have probably the best offensive rebounding of any of the rookies. Probably him or Ayton, maybe the best standing dunk. And honestly, I think he's just going to be way faster than DeAndre Ayton. I don't think he'll get initially a good shooting card. I don't think that his initial silver card is going to be a great shooter. But I do think he will have a few really good shooting games in the NBA. For that reason, he's going to have a couple of moments cards that are going to be able to shoot. For that reason, I think that he could be really nice in the card. Player I can't wait to use. He's going to be fast. He's going to be able to run the floor. He's going to rebound well. He's going to be athletic. He's big. He's fast. And to be completely honest, strength is not the biggest deal. And post game, if they don't fix it, it was basically useless this year. So if they don't fix it, DeAndre Ayton's going to be poor. And I think Bagley is probably going to be the best out and out big man of all the rookies in game anyway. At number 6, we've got a guy who is 110% going to be a bronze. A mid to late second round pick. I think he was picked in the 40s by the Los Angeles Lakers. And it's Svi Mykhailiuk. Genuinely, you guys might be thinking why I have him in the squad. What is the most important thing really in my team? At the start of the game, it's shooters. Shooters are the most important thing early in the game because the sliders are really low. And bronze players that can shoot and play defense are that's what you need, especially if there's salary cap in Supermax with the low salary. If you guys can get some bronze players that can shoot and play defense, you're golden, and I think Mykhailiuk will be that. The reason why he'll be able to play defense, even if his defense stats are terrible, he's 6'8", and if you guys don't know, height definitely correlates to defense, because a lot of the time the smaller players just can't contest shots at all. Like, you can literally pull up in Isaiah Thomas's face and it wouldn't go down as a contest. But you'll try to pull up in a center's face and they're nowhere near you, it'll be a contest. So height does actually affect defense, and taller players are better defenders than smaller players in general in 2K. But for that reason, I think Mykhailiuk is going to be a good defender. He's going to be one of the best shooting bronzes in the game, one of the best shooting rookies. And I think that he's definitely going to be a really kind of effective card early in the game, especially if there's a salary cap. Or if they go back to 2K16 and 15 road to the playoffs, where for the first couple of seeds you have to use a certain amount of bronzes. I think he's going to be a great card for that. And who knows, I think he shoots well enough playing with LeBron that he'll get a couple of moments cards, and he could end up being a really good card by the end of the game. So now we're on to the top 5. Number 5, I'm going to put Jaren Jackson Jr. I think he's just going to be quite similar to what Marvin Bagley is. Will probably block shots a little bit better, but he's going to be able to shoot. He shot a really high percentage in college, and maybe a silver card isn't going to be the best shooter, the initial one he gets, but he is 100% going to have a few really good shooting games in the NBA. I think he's going to get a moments card early enough, especially if the Grizzlies decide to go against going for the playoffs. I don't completely count them out of the playoffs because they made it nearly every year apart from last year. But they decided they want to rebuild and give Jaren Jackson a lot more touches, say more than Marc Gasol and Conley. Then I can see him having a big season stats-wise for the Grizzlies. Again, he's going to be a solid enough player, solid enough defender. But as you guys know, 5-out and stretch bigs are so important in NBA 2K. Well, any 2K MyTEAM, they always have been. Recently, stretch 5s are more important, but bigs being able to shoot the ball has always been really important in my team. And I think that for that reason, Jaren Jackson is going to be a great card. and definitely one of the cards I really want to try out next year in NBA 2K19 MyTEAM. Well, I say next year, but it's literally a month away from today, so well, less than a month away. At 4, we have got Kevin Knox. So Kevin Knox is going to be, he's going to play like, I don't know, let's say like a Jabari Parker role in my team. As in, he'll be down his position power forward probably, but he's really a small forward. He's not going to have the best post defense and stuff, but he's going to be able to play at the perimeter. He's going to be a great stretch 4. He's going to be able to shoot the ball. He's going to be able to burn a lot of power forwards for speed, especially early in the game, and a lot of guys will be still running people like Dirk Nowitzki. A lot of guys will be running, say, big power forwards that aren't particularly fast, especially if there is a salary cap in Supermax and it's as low as it was at the start of last year, where silvers were really, really effective. But for that reason, I think Kevin Knox could be a really nice card to use. I think he could just be a complete mismatch problem. And another player that I think, especially with Porzingis out, is going to get a lot of moments cards next year, is going to be one of the front runners for Rookie of the Year. And I think that, to be honest, he could be an absolute beast of a card in my team. I think even his base silver card could be really effective from the very start of the game. At number 3 is a bit of a weird one. Like, I know he's probably not going to play next season, but the reason I have him in the squad is because I think he's going to be the best, well, the second best of all the silver cards specifically in NBA 2K19 MyTEAM, and it's Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. is 6'10". He can dunk, he can dribble. Because he's 6'10", he's going to be a great defender. And I think that he's going to have I think he's going to probably be a 73-ish overall as well. Could have easily, if it wasn't for injury, been the number 1 or number 2 pick in this draft. And a lot of people have said he was probably going to go number 2 in the draft, like up to 2 or 3 days before the draft. Then went 14th to the Nuggets, so obviously he's definitely injured. But he is getting surgery. He may not be back for the rest of this season. But I think if they do release, say, like they've released, say, Campus Legends packs or whatever they were called in 2K17. So I wouldn't put it past him releasing a high school type pack and putting out a different version of Michael Porter Jr. And if he goes and gets a Ruby card, with the fact that he's 6'10", he'll be able to speed boost. He will just be a demigod. And honestly, I can see him, if they give him high speed with ball, just being a demigod that people run a point guard a lot this year, like they do with Ben Simmons last year. Except this year, Porter's going to be a better shooter than Ben Simmons was last year. So I think he's just going to be, the start of the year, he's going to be one of the cheesiest silver cards to use. And for that reason, he's on the list at number 3. But because I don't think there's much of a potential for him to get many other cards throughout the year, that's why he's only at number 3. And number 2 is Trey Young. I have a feeling Trey Young may be one of the first players in the game next year to get Hall of Fame Limitless range after Steph Curry, especially if they try to tone down Hall of Fame Limitless. I can see them only giving it to a few people. Steph Curry, maybe a Jimmer if they decide to give him out in a promo pack, and Trey Young I think will be one of those who to get it. Dre or Smith as well. But Trey Young, he's going to have really high passing stats. I don't see his silver being great. I see his silver being very like silver Seth Curry this year, with the guts of a 93-point shot, but like that's really it. Not much else apart from that. But I see as the year goes on, I can see him being almost like a Steph Curry with a different releasing game. Obviously, comparing him to Steph Curry, he's probably more like Steve Nash passing-wise than Curry and doesn't shoot the ball as well as Curry. But I think that with just the way he'll probably get his moments cards, I think he'll put up enough threes that he'll get his moments cards by just the games where he just goes off. And because it's games where he'll hit a lot of threes, I think that's why he's going to have a high 3-point rating, regardless of what his percentage is on those moments cards. But at the same time, he's going to get a card, at least one card with Hall of Fame Dimer. I can see him getting really high passing stats. He's not going to be much of a dunker, which is why he's not number 1 on this list. But I can see a Trey Young card with a 95, 96 3-point shot and Hall of Fame Limitless coming out quite early in the year, as in like by early, like before March, April, when it really gets out of hand. And I can see him being probably, of all these cards, potentially the best rookie of them all. But again, I would have never put Donovan Mitchell on this list last year, so you just never know. And number 1 is the guy I'm going to be trying to get as my point guard day 1, and it's Luka Doncic. I'm guessing that 2K are going to put him as point guard on his main card, which is going to be crazy because the system efficiencies are going to be much higher then. Luka Doncic is 6'8". Yep, he is 6'8". He's not going to be the quickest laterally, but again, as I always say, height makes such a big difference on defense that he's going to be fine, even though he isn't the best laterally. Doncic is going to have probably a 75 plus shot 3. He's probably not going to be able to speed boost, but at the same time, like, there is a lot of cards that can't speed boost. There's actually very few that can at the start of the year. He's going to be an average defender, made a good defender because of his height. He's going to be a above average shooter to start the game. Because of his height and the way the game is, he will be able to finish quite well at the basket. Even if his dunk ratings are low, he won't dunk on people, but he will dunk in fast breaks because obviously he can. And also he's probably going to have at least one card during the year with Hall of Fame Limitless. If you guys have seen Doncic play in EuroLeague, like, he will be one of the few players in EuroLeague that will pull up from, say, this far away from the three-point line in game, which is so rare to see anyone do in Europe. But yeah, that's the reason why Doncic is the card I'm looking forward most to. And I think that if he gets a couple of moments cards, they're just going to bump up his dunk rating for no reason. And I can see him just being a 6'8" point guard version of the, say, Bogdanovic card. And I think that'll be really good. If he goes and gets a diamond, that'd be really nice. Obviously, I don't see him being the best of all these when it's all said and done. I can see someone like a Kevin Knox having a better card, or even a Mike Porter Jr. if he can get one, just being a complete demigod. I think from the get-go, Doncic is going to be the best by far. And I think that maybe until Christmas, we're going to get a couple of moments Doncic cards that are better than all the other rookies. So anyway, that's the video. These, in my opinion, are the 7 or 8 rookies that I can't wait to use. A few of them are bronze cards I think will just really fit in if there is another salary cap. And others are cards that I really can't wait to use. Doncic is definitely a little bit biased because he's one of my favorite players. I actually flew over to Barcelona, bought front row courtside seats to watch him play in his last El Clasico in EuroLeague. That's how much of a Doncic fan I am. But definitely some bias there. So if you guys think Doncic should be number 1, I'm not going to try argue that. But anyway, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.